The unbelievable story behind Rolls-Royce, from poverty to prestige. Today, Rolls-Royce is synonymous with wealth, luxury, and prestige. It's the car of choice for royals, billionaires, and world leaders. But behind the iconic Spirit of Ecstasy lies a tale that began not with privilege, but with poverty. Chapter 1. Humble Beginnings, 1863 to 1880. The story begins in 1863, in a modest village in England, where Henry Royce was born. His early life was marked by hardship. By the age of 4, his father's business had failed, leaving the family destitute. The real blow came at age 9. Royce lost his father. With no financial support, young Henry started selling newspapers while his mother worked as a maid. Yet despite the crushing poverty, there was a spark in him, an unrelenting curiosity and drive to learn. At 14, a turning point came when an aunt recognized his potential and helped him secure an apprenticeship at the Great Northern Railway Company. Here, Henry began to learn mechanics, carpentry, and, most importantly, electricity. Chapter 2. Rise of an Engineer, 1880 to 1899. By 17, Royce was a qualified mechanic. By 21, he was working at a struggling electrical firm. Instead of giving up, he used his 20-pound savings, his entire net worth, to launch a company, F.H. Royce and Company in Manchester. He partnered with Ernest Claremont and began by repairing humble appliances like electric bell systems and sewing machines. Slowly, they pivoted to manufacturing components like bulb holders and arc lamps. As Britain industrialized, demand soared. By 1900, the company was generating over £20,000 in annual revenue, a fortune at the time. Chapter 3. The Car That Changed Everything, 1900 to 1904. The turn of the century brought new threats. German and American firms were flooding the British market with cheap electrical goods. Royce's company was on the verge of collapse, and so was his health. Doctors prescribed a strange cure: fresh air and long drives. Royce bought a French Decauville car to relax, but its poor design frustrated the perfectionist in him. He didn't just fix it, he redesigned it entirely. The result? A car so silent, smooth, and reliable that it caught the attention of a car enthusiast and aristocrat, Charles Rolls. Chapter 4. The Meeting of Giants, 1904 to 1906. Charles Rolls was no ordinary man, an engineer, race car driver, and successful automobile dealer. He was in search of a reliable British car to sell. When he saw Royce's machine, he called him the greatest engineer in the world. Together, they formed Rolls-Royce in 1906 and launched 4 car models: 10 HP, 15 HP, 20 HP, and 30 HP. But the game changer was yet to come. Chapter 5. The Silver Ghost and the Whisper Revolution, 1906 to 1910. That year, they unveiled a 6-cylinder, 40 to 50 horsepower masterpiece with a silver-painted body, the Silver Ghost. It wasn't just beautiful, it was quiet, durable, and reliable. To prove its excellence, Rolls-Royce drove the Silver Ghost over 24,000 kilometers in a non-stop endurance test. It passed every test. A marketing demonstration, placing a coin upright on the engine while driving, stunned the world. No vibration, no noise. Suddenly, Rolls-Royce wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of perfection. Chapter 6. Tragedy and Triumph, 1910-1914. In 1910, tragedy struck. Charles Rolls died in a plane crash, becoming Britain's first aviation fatality. Royce, meanwhile, battled cancer and was given 3 months to live. But with typical defiance, he not only recovered, but returned to improve the Silver Ghost further, raising ground clearance, redesigning suspension, and strengthening the chassis. This was also the era of the birth of the brand's iconic mascot, the Spirit of Ecstasy, a graceful sculpture of a woman in motion, designed to represent speed, elegance, and joy. Chapter 7. From Luxury to the Battlefield, 1914 to 1918. World War I hit in 1914. The demand for luxury collapsed, but Rolls-Royce adapted swiftly. They armored the Silver Ghost for battle, turning it into war cars, mobile ambulances, and spy vehicles. The British used them in the harsh deserts of the Middle East, even in missions led by Lawrence of Arabia. But perhaps the boldest move was their entry into aviation. Royce developed aircraft engines like the Eagle, Hawk, and Condor, giving Britain a massive air advantage. By war's end, Rolls-Royce was no longer just a car company, it was a pillar of national defense. Chapter 8, Interwar Elegance, 1919 to 1933. The 1920s were marked by new rivals like Cadillac and Bentley. Rolls-Royce responded with Phantom 1 and later Phantom 2, maintaining their place atop the luxury car throne. In 1931, they acquired Bentley, which was facing bankruptcy, and soon developed the Bentley 3.5-liter, merging performance with refinement. Sadly, Henry Royce didn't live to see it. He passed away in 1933, just before its release, but his legacy was already immortal. Chapter 9, Post-War Resilience and Reinvention, 1939 to 1990s. During World War II, Rolls-Royce once again became a defense giant, this time with the legendary Merlin engine, which powered Spitfires and Lancaster bombers. Post-war, Rolls-Royce embraced innovation in both fields. New models like the Silver Shadow became favorites of the rich and famous, but financial troubles loomed, especially in aviation. By 1971, Rolls-Royce went bankrupt and had to split its car and aerospace divisions. Chapter 10, A Modern Icon, 2000s to present. Today, Rolls-Royce Motors is owned by BMW, while Rolls-Royce Holdings remains a world leader in aviation and power systems. Under BMW, new models like the Phantom 8, Ghost, Wraith, Cullinan, and Spectre, EV, have redefined what luxury means in the 21st century. Every Rolls-Royce is still handcrafted, often taking 6 months to complete, with options so personal that no two cars are ever alike. It remains a masterpiece on wheels, a true blend of history, innovation, and status. Moral of the story: what started as the dream of a poor boy with nothing but grit and determination is now the gold standard of luxury. The story of Rolls-Royce is not just about cars, it's about resilience, reinvention, and relentless pursuit of perfection.